apologize to everybody. I think I had first base first. More control, and I have a gun.
So it's going to be about a 52-yard attempt. 2-yard try. The clock will not start for the ball is snapped. There is the snap. The kick. It is in the air. It has the catch. It's
And with that, folks, we say that it is time, almost, for the 88th Iron Bowl. 10 years ago, when Chris Davis was back deep to return a 57-yard field goal for a 109-yard touchdown, the place at Jordan-Hare Stadium went wild. It went berserk. It was electrifying. I wish I could have been there. Honestly, if I had been there and I had known what was about to happen, I would have looked at Saban and I would have yelled, let's put that there. I would have yelled, don't kick the field goal. But Adam Griffith kicked it. It was a decent kick. And quite honestly, I'm kind of like, there's a part of me that, kind of glad that that happened, because I think it's moments like that have helped build this rivalry up to what it is today. My gear today, I'm wearing a beanie, I guess is what they call them. I don't know what that says Alabama, and then I'm wearing a gray Alabama shirt with crimson lettering. This game today, not as meaningful as maybe some would have hoped on the 10-year anniversary of the Kick Six, which, by the way, it's not officially, but it will be in 5 days on next Thursday, November 30th. Today is November 25th, 2023, and some things happen when ever since this millennium started in 2000, the past few times it ended in a 3 for the year. You had Cadillac going crazy in 2003, and then the Kick Six in 2013. Both times Auburn won the game. So it makes things interesting. It makes you wonder. I do think Alabama is going to win. The spread is 14. I believe I had them covering that, but it wouldn't surprise me either. Looking at the screen here, watching the game, the War Eagle taking flight on the plains right now, flying around, and it looked like that clock said about 18:45, a little bit less than that now until kickoff. So I'm excited. It's a great rivalry. I'm blessed to have had this day off, usually working on Saturdays, but it's a blessing to be here and talk about this rivalry and watch it with you guys. I'm not one for play-by-play. I have tried it before in the past, and it has not worked out. But I will say that, giving color commentary and just talking about what I'm seeing, I think it'll work out. We'll give a little bit of play-by-play, but at the same time, it's not my strong suit. Let me pull this up here. Kickoff has not yet taken place on the plains. some scores around the league today. Michigan with the ball, pretty much going to end it here. They got a minute 56. They are up by 3 over Ohio State. UAB 26-14. Both teams 4-7. They lead North Texas. Colorado just getting started. Utah with the ball. Colorado 4-7. Scoreless game against 7-4 Utah. Halftime, Syracuse is up over Wake. If Syracuse wins, they have a 14-10 lead right now. If Syracuse wins, they will go to a bowl and be bowl eligible. Georgia Tech and Georgia tonight on ABC, 6:30 in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Can they break Georgia's win streak? We're going to find out. Georgia's favored by 24. Georgia Tech's been pretty hot. I don't think it'll happen, but I'm not going to rule out the possibility. And, of course, today's game here on Ballard Sports Network and Ballard Sports Media, Auburn 6-5, Alabama number 8, 10-1. Crazy things happen here. Hugh Freeze, a first-year head coach. It's so interesting, right? Because remember, Gus Malzahn was a first-year head coach for Auburn 10 years ago, coaching Hugh Freeze this year. And, of course, he's looking for some magic. He's got Peyton Thorne at quarterback, Jarquez Hunter at running back. So many different ways they could go today. You look at the defense for Auburn and what they've been able to just, come together with is incredible on defense. You have, let me see, I got the rosters here. Eugene Asante, 5 sacks, 49 total tackles. He's going to be a key guy that I would say gets pressure on Jalen Milroe today. So we'll just have to wait and see. I look at Eugene Asante. I look at Jalen Simpson, the corner. I want to say he's a sophomore, but don't hold me to it. He's got 4 interceptions on the year for the Auburn Tigers defense. We'll get to Alabama in a second on what they have. You look at the offense, Jarquez Hunter with 772 rushing yards. Rivaldo Fairweather, the tight end, with 349 yards receiving. Behind him in receiving is Jay Fair, Javarius Johnson, Shane Hooks, Caleb Burton III, Malcolm Johnson, Brandon Frazier, to name a few guys. And they have a lot of running backs. Auburn's had a lot of great running backs in recent years. Tank Bigsby going to the NFL, I believe being picked up by the Jacksonville Jaguars, if I'm not mistaken. He's gone, but Jarquez Hunter has been that guy. If they're going to win this game today, they got to play strong offensive line and get the ball to Jarquez Hunter and let him run loose. Let him run up the middle. Don't let Dallas Turner get to him. We talk about the Alabama defense. That being said, Caleb Downs is a freshman. He leads in tackles at 90 on the year. Terrion Arnold leads in interceptions with 3, very experienced in the back end. Of course, on the defense, we look at Jahad Campbell at linebacker with 57 total tackles, half a sack. Tresman Marshall is a Georgia transfer with 2.5 sacks. Chris Braswell with 7 sacks. Looking at it, he pretty much leads the team. Dallas Turner, he's actually tied. Chris Braswell and Dallas Turner are tied at 7 sacks apiece. Dallas Turner with 55 sack yard loss. Chris Braswell with 43. And again, they both have 7 on the year. So we got 3 people watching so far. We got a couple on Facebook. We got some on YouTube. Do me a favor. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. I'm sorry about the lighting and everything. I'll have to do something about that here because I need to get – this house is new and everything. So I just kind of got to get the lighting. Let's see if I can do this here. I don't know. Maybe it won't work. I don't know. But anyways, so I think for both these teams, I think the storyline is Auburn. I think Alabama, yes, they're looking to try to avoid a third straight year without a national title, but the storyline's got to be Auburn, right? They're coming off a New Mexico State loss, very embarrassing, 31-10. Not many people expected them to lose that game, but at the same time, you look at it and you say, okay, shake it off. Let's move on and let's stick to it. This is a young team. This is a team with a new head coach in Hugh Freeze. And of course, they have a long way to go with this program. But I want to know, if it were up to me to ask the AD and everybody, like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for consistency? Obviously. But are they looking for a national title right now? Are they looking for getting back to winning the SEC West, which they haven't done since 2017? My score prediction for today is 37-17 in favor of the Tide. I do think it's going to be kind of weird. It is scoreless so far. We are going to refresh this page here. And what we can come up with. 50th win today, unless Auburn can pull an upset to get their 38th overall. There has been one tie so far in the history of the Iron Bowl, which came in the 12th overall meeting in 1907 on November 16th. By the way, the last time it was on November 25th was a winner-take-all showdown at Jordan-Hare in 2017. And the Tigers won 26-14 over Jalen Hurts and the Tide. Quarterback Jarrett Stidham and Kerryon Johnson at running back went to Atlanta, where they got crushed by the Georgia Bulldogs. And, of course, the rest is history. Alabama was able to win a national title that year. But this is a little different considering Alabama already has a loss to Texas. But a loss today, think about this. It's not going to keep them outside of the CFP necessarily. In fact, what if it fuels them and they go beat Georgia? Could you put a 2-loss SEC champ in the picture of the college football playoff? I think so. I don't like that 2-loss teams get favored and get in, but that's just how it is. If it happens, it happens. The 88th Iron Bowl, I was able to get it on Hulu, and it seems to be working fine, so it must be something with the CBS app. So it is Auburn, Alabama. It is on the Plains. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson on the call on CBS. You're listening to the Ballard Sports Media YouTube call. I almost said radio. Who else? Who cares? Radio call here on BSM Network of the game today. Going to be a great day if you're at the game in Auburn, Alabama. Of course, these two teams are bitter rivals. A lot of history. Auburn comes in 6-5, bowl eligible. Alabama 10-1. And the last time Auburn had a first-year head coach was Brian Harsin a couple years ago, and almost won it in 2021. It was a 4-overtime victory for the Tide, 24-22. Before that, remember, Gus Malzahn, it was 10 years ago this year, and he was able to pull it off with what was known as the kick six. We are assuming that Peyton Thorne will get the start for the Auburn Tigers. We know it will be Jalen Milroe for the Tide. What we don't know is how competitive does Auburn want to be today? Are they going to rush the quarterback a little bit? I think that they have the talent to do so. I think that they have a lot of great, just I smile, but I mean, they have talent. They have recruited greatly. I mean, Auburn in the state of Alabama is one of the best schools to go to outside of the University of Alabama. And mentioning Auburn, they are taking the field currently wearing their home blue jerseys, and almost simultaneously, as Vern Lundquist said 10 years ago, here come the Tide. So Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson on the call for CBS. But again, we're here at Ballard Sports Media. Oscar Chapman is the punter for Auburn. They have guys such as redshirt freshman Caleb Burton, Camden Brown at wide receiver. So I look at this, and by the way, there is a trophy for the Iron Bowl. And here's a fun fact about that. What happens is it is presented at the Coliseum on the university's campus, and the other team has to present it to the winning team of the Iron Bowl. So I find that kind of interesting. I find that cool that there's kind of tradition there, So I just there's some heated hate in this rivalry, and I'm sure they don't bring the trophy to the other team after they have to give it up. They don't do that with a smile on their face. Of course, it's been a while since they've had to exchange the trophy to the Auburn Tigers. Alabama has. They have not lost in this series since 2019. It's been a while since they had a 4-game win streak. Actually going back to it, I don't think that they've necessarily had a 4-game win streak. When you look at it, I mean, maybe they have. Alabama, they actually won 5 in a row from 1964 to 1968. And then from 73 to 1981, you talk about the longest streak in the series, they won 9 straight. So they've had a good win streak before over the Auburn Tigers. It's just been so long. And Nick Saban, if there's ever been a team since his time at Alabama that's been the thorn in his side, I think it's been Auburn. I really do. And we talk about losing to Clemson and Georgia recently, and we talk about like the couple national titles that he's lost. We talk about the playoff game that he lost to Ohio State. We talk about LSU a couple times. But I really think it's been Auburn, because think about it. They kept them out of the playoffs in 2019. You had a chance at a three-peat 10 years ago. You got to the playoffs, but you didn't make the SEC title in 2017 because of Auburn loss. So if you're Nick Saban, you're kind of worried, and you got to understand how this rivalry works. I'm sure that he does by now, obviously. But Nick Saban's going to approach this game like any other game. Take it one play at a time, play the next play, next man up, and I'm really excited to see what these two teams do on the field today. Looks like, talking to Peyton Thorne on the sidelines, Hugh Freeze is, Nick Saban pacing. Not sure about the coin toss yet. They're saying get loud at Jordan Hare. It looks like a very packed out stadium. I think I saw on social media this week that they said wear orange and blue. Alabama will kick off to begin the game, so they will receive the second half. Kick. Michigan does end up winning against Ohio State. 88th Iron Bowl all-time. Alabama with 3 straight wins. They have not missed a season since resuming play in 1948, and they had suspended play for actually about 35 years, from like 1910 to 1948, 38 years. So it'd be interesting. Here's Will Riker to kick. It will be fielded from the end zone, going and tripped up Jarquez Hunter. I'm sorry, that's number 21, Batty. So Brian Batty, the running back from Sarasota, Florida. Kind of know that area from being down there. So Peyton Thorne in this offense, Auburn wearing their blue home jerseys. They've had a couple games where I thought they had orange jerseys. Alabama in white with crimson helmets. Fakes a handoff. Here's Thorne on the first play. Going to be pressure. He throws it, and it's incomplete. Kind of a shovel pass there. Not sure who he was looking for other than number 86. That's number 86 there. Second and 10. Should be a great game here. Here's Thorne's second throw of the game. It's caught. Did he stay in bounds? They'll say, assuming that he did, Rivaldo Fairweather. They're going to play hurry up here. Third and 10. So they will say it was an incompletion. He throws and a flag comes in. What's up, Third and Nate? How you doing, buddy? Nate the Great. Mayhem Matthew was wrong. Yeah, he's wrong a lot. He's wrong a lot. I love him to death. I love the show that we do, but he's not, his takes have been kind of odd this season. Third and 15. Peyton Thorne, pressure in his face, has to escape. He is mobile. He throws on the run. It's batted away. I want to say he was crossed the line, and Terrion Arnold for Alabama is down. Slow to get up on the sidelines. He was the one that knocked the ball down in midair. And again, slow to get up. Fourth and 15, they'll force a punt. Terrion Arnold will jog to the sideline. Number 2 is Caleb Downs, back deep for the tie. They're reviewing the play just to see. I'm going to assume if it was an illegal pass, he was beyond the line of scrimmage. So, illegal forward pass. Let me do a check real quick. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube. I want to make sure that the stream is going through and it sounds good on the YouTube end of things. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, by the way. There we go. All right, sounds great. It sounds really great. I think I took away some moderators. I'm going to remod Nate here. So they're trying to review if this was incomplete. Let's see. Still talking it over, the referees are. He was beyond the line of scrimmage. It is a legal forward pass on Peyton Thorne is what they call. So they called it incomplete, which it was. But also, they reviewed it, And they were checking. What they were actually checking was to see if he was beyond the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th and 19 to begin this one. Oscar Chapman will come out to punt for the Auburn Tigers. Caleb Downs back deep. He'll let it bounce at the 40. It'll take a roll. Alabama with good field position as it stops at about the 30-yard line of Alabama. That's where we'll see Jalen Milroe next. Will they take a commercial break here? 14:23 to go, first quarter. They will not take a commercial break. They are ready for Jalen Milroe and the Crimson Tide offense. He's from Katy, Texas, his 3rd season at Alabama. 13 total touchdowns and only 1 pick in his last 3 games. And those last 3 games, LSU, Kentucky on the road, and Chattanooga at home for homecoming, respectively, in that order. Takes the snap. Here's a handoff. Chase McClellan up the middle, and he's got a first down and then some. Really good design run there for Chase McClellan. They hand it off. Jalen Milroe doing what he does best, throwing outside, and it is complete, but it looked like Burton stepped out of bounds there after getting the first down. I figured he probably stepped out before. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, leave a reaction. Let us know how you're doing. Feel free to comment at any time. We'll take a break during halftime, and we'll do a post-game recap if we have time. I think I got company coming over later tonight, so we'll see. We'll definitely try to get a post-game talk show or something later on, but you talk about Auburn, they had at one point 4 straight losses on the year. They're 6-5 right now. Losing to New Mexico State last week. There is a flag. Hold on. Jason Autry is the referee. There was a late hit on the offense, but I didn't hear who it was actually on. But you look at Auburn, they lost at A&M, home against Georgia, at LSU, and to Ole Miss. All of those except for A&M were ranked in the top 25. Then they lost last week to New Mexico State. I'm not sure what happened in that game, but they did end up losing it, as you got number 19 for Alabama. That number looks strangely new to me for the Crimson Tide. And again, at number 19 here, we'll pull this up, is Kendrick Law, actually. I should have known that. I apologize. This Kendrick Law on a reverse play. 3rd and 17. This stadium, I'm sure, getting loud. For copyright reasons, I turned the volume down. I am watching the game. Milroe's going to pass. He's got to be careful. Look out. Throws on the money. Got it complete. Kobe Prentice. And he's dragging tacklers to the 20-yard line. Big pickup there. That's actually that's Malik Benson. I'm sorry, not Kobe Prentice. But what a huge pickup there for the Tide offense. 12-12 to go first quarter. 12 receptions for Benson on the year. Milroe claps his hands, looking, throws, caught Jermaine Burton. First down and then some. Just inside the 10. Alabama has an 86% chance going into this game to win. There's part of me that wanted to come into this game and try not to be an Alabama fan and just call it. But I'm still an Alabama fan as they hand it off here and up the middle, going to about the 1 yard line. On the run there is Roydell Williams, number 5. There's a good halfback draw there that kind of keeps the Alabama offense on the field and gets them closer to pay dirt. See if they can answer here. 7-play drive, 67 yards so far. Milrow in shotgun, claps his hands, hands it off. Williams right up the middle, touchdown Alabama. Roydell Williams, number 5. What's up, Joseph Sandberg? How you doing? What's going on, Vic? Good to see you. Let's change that scoreboard here. Alabama gets on 6-0, waiting the PAT from Will Reichard. Here comes the extra point. Snap spot. The kick is up. He got it. Remember, 10 years ago, it was only touchdowns, and Alabama actually struggled with the kicking game. So far, so good on Alabama's part. Tigers take possession after the break with their second offensive drive with Peyton Thorne. So how we doing? Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Alabama comes in here, 14.5-point spread. Do they cover? I want to hear from you guys. People say Auburn's terrible. They're not good. I'm telling you, it gets a little weird, but so far it's not 2021 vibes. Like it's going to be a struggle game for Alabama. It's looking more like the 2015. Like this team makes me think of the 2015 team. And this Iron Bowl is kind of like 2015 because you had – Alabama just ran through them. They were up 1 score late in the game, and they ran up the score to win 29-13, I believe. So, but we got 3rd and 8, Joseph Sandberg, and Vic Tube hanging out with us today. Appreciate it, guys. Love each and every one of you. Sorry about the lighting. I was kind of complaining earlier about how I need to get some blinds and stuff. I tried to put this jacket over. See, like that works, but there's nowhere to hang it. So, I don't know. We'll just kind of deal with it. All right. Will Reichard is 8 points shy of most career points in the FBS history. Keenan Reynolds, a Navy quarterback, holds that record. Reichard at 522. He needs 530 to tie it up. So I say hold him to 3 a couple times in this game. He might hit it. He hits 531, he'll be good and have the lead scoring record. I think he can do it before the season ends in his final year. They take it, going to spin back, and he's going to be dragged down at about the 5-yard line. That's Brian Batty. I believe I got that name correct. I believe he got the opening kick today. So that was a brutal face mask there. Just number 21 there for Auburn. Yeah, I got it. Brian Batty, the junior out of Sarasota. So he went nowhere on that one. He took it at the 3. He ended up going back to the 3-yard line. That's a brutal face mask, too. Kendrick Law in on that. Give it to Hunter. He'll run for 5 yards for Auburn. Steve Pearson, what's up, man? Bama privilege officiating. Yeah, Bama privilege. I don't know. It's hard to go somewhere when your head's being ripped off. Yeah. Peyton Thorne claps his hands on 2nd and 6. Going to hand it off here again, and he's going to be wrapped up. Alabama's defense showing good blitz in the backfield. Deontay Lawson, number 32, was in on it. He's a sophomore linebacker for Alabama. $9:51 to go, first quarter, 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. Deep in their own territory here. Shotgun formation for Thorne. Man in the backfield to his left. He moves. Thorne looking. Throws. It's tipped and incomplete there. Man, tried to get it to Jarquez Hunter. That'll bring up a 4th and 4. It'll go 3 and out for the Tigers. Who was that? Lawson? No, that wasn't Lawson. I'm sorry. Somebody got his hands on it there. It looked like number 92, Justin Eboigbe for Alabama. Whoa, guy tripped up in the line for Alabama there. No flag. Caleb Downs calls fair catch at about the 49 of Alabama. Just past midfield. Good field position, I'd say, for the Tide this next drive, but they go to commercial break, and I'm going to take a small break with them. I'll be right back. Give me about 30 seconds, and we'll see you in a second. Real quick. I am back. Just wanted to take a quick break, stretch, kind of take a breather real quick. We try to, watch this game together today, folks. And, it's pretty good if you're Alabama so far. They hold a 7-0 advantage. And the last time, like I said earlier, you go back to the 80th Iron Bowl 8 years ago, is what you have to go back to. The last time Alabama just went into Jordan-Hare and won. It's a tough place. It really is. But Alabama's off to a good start here. They just got to keep that momentum going and hopefully win this football game in a big way. Yeah, people actually watch the biggest rivalry in college football, Matt T. Sipper. Glad you caught on to that. Cody Hankins, what's up? Roll Tide, man. It's good to see you. Alabama did score I do have to play this real quick. For Auburn if they can score. We got one for Auburn if they can score. 1st and 10 for Milroe. Takes the snap, handoff going, and going to be tripped up at the line of scrimmage there. Not really much of a gain. Jace McClellan in the backfield. 2nd and 9 for the Tide. 9:03 to play first quarter. .31 rushing yards so far for the Tide, 7 for the Tigers. Milroe points, has to escape pressure, almost tripped up there. Looks good as a runner and finally runs out of bounds, but I think he's going to be shy a yard. Up past the 40. .827. 108 rushing. 332 rushing yards for Milroe and 4 touchdowns on the ground for him. He's done good. A lot of people doubted Milroe this offseason, and I was even one of them. He's proved us wrong. Handoff here, Jace McClellan going to be held up, maybe got a yard, but it will bring up 4th down with 8 minutes to go first quarter. In on that one for the Tigers is number 30 is Larry Nixon, the third, is a linebacker, senior out of Fort Worth. This Auburn defense, they show him blitz. Alabama's going to try to go for it here. Quarterback under center for Milroe. 5 guys on the line for Auburn. They hand it off on a left side run and picking it up, going all the way. Can he take it? There's a flag back. Kendrick Law was in on it. But let's see what this flag, this could be coming back. It's holding on Alabama. I don't have the volume all the way up. It's actually, they are showing it. C.J. Dupree, the Maryland transfer tight end, number 81, had the holding call. And he was just to the right of Kendrick Law, who took it to the house. So this is going to come back for Alabama. It'll back them up. And we could probably assume on 4th and 11 now, back them up 10 yards. What do they do here? They will punt. James Burnip comes out. We haven't seen much of him because Alabama just hasn't needed to punt. 40 punts on the year for Burnip. Averages about 47 yards a punt, and he goes down, tripped up there, and this one sails out of bounds up near the 25 for Auburn. What's everyone's thoughts on this game so far? Got to hear from you in the comments. We got 9 people watching today. Appreciate that. What's going on, Flamin'? What the heck, man? I was hoping Auburn would keep it close, but Bama might run away with it. What? You never know. You never know. Matt T. Sipper's laughing because I said it's the biggest rivalry. Michigan State. Michigan, Ohio State, Texas, Oklahoma are all greater than – oh, stop. Not all of those. I mean, look, here's the thing about Michigan, Ohio State. They're not even – they're literally 2 different states. What do they have to fight for? I understand the Woody Hayes, and I understand the history of going up against each other and the game and the number of ranked matchups and everything. Well, I mean, come on. Who are you going to brag to? Michigan fans win, right? Oh, yeah, we won. Ohio State, man, lost. Ohio State. Back in the day, there was no other way unless you drove to Ohio to tell them what's up. I'm not saying it's not a big rivalry, But I can debate this all day that Alabama-Auburn's huge, man. I mean, Matt T-Sipper's saying that he just named 4 rivalries, or 3, that he thinks are bigger than Bama and Auburn. Yeah, I would agree with that, Flamin' Sports Media. He says at this point the Heisman is JD5 or Bo Nix. And he wants to know if I would agree. I would agree. Anyway, in my opinion, the Iron Bowl is the biggest. That's my opinion. And I'm free to that. Again, our score prediction today is 37-17, but it's a 7-0 game here as this one's complete and taken for a big first down for Auburn. Jarquez Hunter. As he gets the handoff, he runs through some tacklers and drags Alabama defenders. But first and 10, Auburn. Jarquez Hunter right up the middle, going. Can he run it all the way? He's got a convoy. He's got blockers. And finally taken down at the 15. What a big play there for Auburn. Great run. Alabama was not completely set, and I think they got a little carried away. Jalen Key almost made the tackle, the UAB transfer safety, and it looked like Dallas Turner turned around and chased him, finally brought him down. 6:10 to go. First and 10, Tigers. Peyton Thorne takes the snap, hands it off, going left side, and finally taken down. I don't recognize that running back there. Let me double check. It's number 22, Damari Alston, a sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia. And he stays on the field and picks up the first. It's first and goal, Auburn. So Thorne is at quarterback. Peyton Thorne goes up under center. First and goal. Hands off, going up the middle. Spin move and dives for the end zone. Will they call it? Touchdown, Damari Alston. Touchdown, Tigers. Do get in. He just barely crossed that goal line. 7-6, the score. PAT awaits. Damari Alston, he got it for 4 yards with 5 minutes left in the first now. Extra point upcoming. He fell forward and crossed the line. I don't think this should come back to the half-yard line or anything. But I think they are trying to review it. But he fell, kind of did a little face plant there for the touchdown. Yeah, no, they're going to kick the PAT here. 7-6. Here's to tie the game. Snap spot. The kick is on the way. And it's good. We are tied at 7 in the 88th Iron Bowl. They go to commercial break. We'll check the comments here in a second. Five minutes even on the clock for this one. All right. If it'll let me. If it will let me, I will check the comments here. There we go. Flamin' Sports says, obviously I care more about LSU and A&M, but living in Alabama my whole life, the Iron Bowl is something special. Yeah. He's an LSU fan. I didn't even know that you lived in Alabama, Flamin'. Maybe you told me one day. I don't know. I know you were on here once. Get you one of these. This is a 5-fine microphone. I don't remember how much I got it. I got it from Amazon, though. I take this off. I got this from a radio boss, JR. I got this to help. I don't know if y'all notice a difference, but that's the microphone itself. There's a tripod stand. See if I can get this back on here. Don't forget the SEC championship with Georgia, Alabama next week. It is set. They are doing a tribute right now to the SEC on CBS. I know people get so annoyed by Gary Danielson, but you got to admit, I mean, hearing him and Vern and then even Brad Nessler taking over, first of all, you can't fill Vern Lundquist's shoes. But I think Brad Nessler's done a great job with CBS calling the games here, and I'm going to miss it. I really am. I think the Big Ten will be good on CBS, but, you know, I'm also looking forward to something new for SEC on ABC. And here's a kick, weird formation for Auburn. This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Tied at 7. The big run by Jarquez Hunter set up the touchdown for Brian Batty. Or I'm sorry, not Brian Batty, Damari Alston. I apologize. Is Ohio State going to fall off a bit next year? I don't know. That's interesting. I have no idea. I know Michigan won by 6. Milroe has to run. He throws it complete to Isaiah Bond. 16 yards. Flamin', I feel the same way with guys like Twisted Rooster and Uncle Luke, too. Complete to Burton for a first down and then some, and he finally scoots out of bounds. 4:18 left in the first of this Iron Bowl. 4 minutes to go, first quarter, 1st and 10 Alabama, Jalen Milroe in at quarterback. They're talking a lot about Jermaine Burton. 29 receptions, 642 yards, and 6 touchdowns for him on the year. 3 seconds on the play clock. Got to hurry. Get it off. I don't think they're blowing. Well, they are blowing a whistle. Alabama's going to take a timeout. Nick Saban not too happy. He's not yelling or anything, but he's, we got to be faster, guys, is probably what he's thinking. So they take a commercial break. Let's see. Gosh, I got to get some blinds, man. Something. Because this messes with me, this lighting. I wonder, what if I did this? What if I... Give me 1 second. Not funny, Auburn. I know what you're thinking. 10 years ago, kick 6. Oh, this is probably going to be even worse. It's not flashing, though, right? Like, the lighting from the sun is not flashing in my face. And it's not looking too weird on screen. Because with the angle, the window's here. I was sitting right here. And it's just like it's flashing in my face and it's messing up the work of the camera and everything. So I moved it back. And I don't want to do that there. First and 10. Handoff. No, he fakes it. Throws it to Kendrick Law, who's tied up. 2nd down now. Milroe's just getting better by the week. 4 rushing touchdowns is a school record by the quarterback against LSU. And the first player with 3 passing and 3 rushing touchdowns in a game for Alabama against Kentucky 2 weeks ago. You live in Mobile, Flamin says. Handoff here is Williams, I believe. I think that. Who is that? No, that's Jamarian Miller. I'm sorry, not Roydell. Jam Miller. 2 carries so far for him today for 7 yards. Jalen Milroe now going to step back on 3rd and 1. Oh, wait, I'm not even live with this. I apologize. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 now. Now we're live with Hulu. Going to step back, has to throw, and trip. He throws it away incomplete, out of bounds. 2nd and 10. They could, Flamin'. They could go up a couple scores, but I don't know. I kind of expect these games at Jordan Hare with Auburn and Alabama to be close, honestly. Handoff here going, and a great pickup there past the 20. That's Chase McClellan on the run. 3rd down. 1:35 to go, 1st quarter. He got 7 on the carry, goes to the Auburn 18. 3rd and 3 for Jalen Milroe in this offense. Man in motion. Milroe has to scramble for it. Can he pick up the first down? He will. And he slides down around the 11. I think I'm getting my cough back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know. Back-to-back years with Ole Miss, right, Flamin'? I believe so. Back in what? 14 and 15? That was 9 years ago. Handoff here, going left side, and going to be pushed out of bounds is Jace McClellan on that carry. 2nd down upcoming, 22 seconds, but they might let this run to the end of the quarter. He kind of gave a little hop there. 10 seconds, 2nd and 5 upcoming. But I think the Tide want to let this run out and go to the end of the first quarter. Tie game in the Iron Bowl. Not sure if we expected this. Auburn 6 and 5, Alabama 10 and 1. Alabama hoping to avoid a road upset here on the plains of Jordan-Hare. Tied at 7 on the 10-year, almost the 10-year anniversary of the kick 6. That was, I believe, tied at 7 at the end of the first. So I told you, Steve, I've been telling everybody, anything happens in a rivalry game. Anything happens. Let me double check something. Remember the 2021 Iron Bowl? I didn't think you guys were going to make it out without an L. Yeah, that had me worried. The audio and everything's good. It says I'm having connection issues. Go ahead and put that it's quarter number 2. What the hell? Hold on. What is happening? Why? It's switching tabs when I hit 2. What did I hit? Oh. Haha. Dummy. I had my microphone stand on the control panel, on the control button. So it was switching tabs when I hit 2. I didn't even know you could do that. Let me try this. Control 4. 4th tab. Okay. So we got this for when Alabama scores. One, but I'll play it anyway because Auburn did score a touchdown. Jalen Milroe had nowhere to go there on that last play, 3rd and 8. $14:27 to go in the half. Milroe claps his hands, takes a snap, looking, has to roll to his right, has to keep it on the run, throws at the last second, but I think he's beyond the line of scrimmage. He's got to be called back. It was caught for a touchdown, Amari Niblack, but he had crossed the line of scrimmage and threw it. So this will come back. It was a great play to find Amari Niblack, the tight end, in the end zone. So now it's 4th down, and Will Reichard is going to have to kick here. I can move this and sit back a little. 16 of 18 on his field goals this year. 4th and 11. Snap, spot, hold. The kick is up and right down the middle. 10-7. 32 yards for Will Reichard. 14:09 left, but a flag comes in. Who else gets in, though? I guess you would have the Big Ten, and yeah, there's probably a chance the SEC gets left out. Georgia's not getting in if they lose. Having tech issues with Hulu here. I might have to go back to the CBS Sports app. It might be because I'm running the computer too, trying to stream. gonna. Okay, so I put it close to the window and it works. I don't understand, man. We have this lake internet. I don't know if y'all have heard. That's actually not a bad idea. That actually might work out. If I have it set there on the window, Peyton Thorne going to roll out, throws out of bounds on 2nd and 8. 13:32 to go in the half. Throws complete, wide open, and he's got a first down on 3rd and 8. He's finally tripped up. Caleb Burton, the third, with his first reception of the day. That's his first completion, by the way, for Peyton Thorne. And Peyton Thorne going to fake a handoff or roll left and keep it. And he's moving pretty good. Gets out of bounds up near the 45. $12:27 to go. Second quarter. 4 first downs for Auburn, 9 for Alabama so far. It'll be a regular formation for Auburn. They look to the sidelines. 1 second on the play clock. 1 second. They take a timeout. I'm only doing that to see if it helps with the lighting. Because I sit over here, the lighting's no good. I sit right here, the lighting's like shining, and it's crazy. I don't know. Can we roll with that for a little while? Can we roll with the green screen? Okay. Thank you. So Michigan did win for the 3rd straight year over Ohio State. They win at the Big House 30-24. So other games going on. Tennessee's up 21-7 over Vanderbilt. 17-7 Arizona over Arizona State. Oklahoma with the ball, down 6-7 against BYU. Had a pretty interesting Egg Bowl, surprising Egg Bowl the other night on Thanksgiving. 17-7 with the win Ole Miss got. Second and 6 after the commercial break for Auburn. Hands it off, Hunter. Going, spins out of one tackle but wrapped up and wrestled to the ground. They'll bring up third down. Third and 5 now. He probably got 2. Actually got 1. Peyton Thorne, empty backfield. Hunter moves in motion. Looking, throws, got it complete. Javarius Johnson reaches for that first down. This good route running by Javarius Johnson. He's fast on his feet. And Peyton Thorne gets the ball out so quickly. That's what he's done so well with this offense this year for Auburn. He's just quick to get the football out, and that's going to be key if you want to beat Alabama today. First and 10. 10:52 to go. Handoff here. Hunter going. Jarquez Hunter. And finally tripped up. Just shy of the line of gain. I say just shy. He's actually a few yards shy. He gets to the Alabama 42 on the 6-yard pickup. Auburn's going to a bowl game. Question is, are they 500 or just above? We'll find out today. 2nd and 4. Going to be a handoff here. And he does break the plane of the first down marker. Wrestled to the ground. Jarquez Hunter on that one for a first down. 8 carries. Jarquez Hunter has gone for 72 yards off 8 carries today. Snap. Give it to Alston. Alston going to be tripped up by, guess who? Dallas Turner. Loss of 6 yards back to the 43-yard line. And that brings up now 2nd and 16. .906 to go in the half. Peyton Thorne calls a man in motion. Takes a snap. Looking. He's going to be corralled back at midfield. He's dropped by big Justin Eboigbe, number 92. How about that? Loss of 5 yards back to the 48-yard line of Alabama. Jarquez Hunter gets the carry, 3rd and 20. It's going to bring up 4th down now. 8 minutes to go in the half. 4th down. Are they going to be in a punting situation here for the Tigers? Not sure if that's McClellan or Caleb Downs is back there, one of the number 2s for Alabama. Chapman to punt. And, oh, wow. 45-yard punt down at the 1. Are you kidding me? Caleb Downs was back deep. It was Caleb Downs. They are going to spot it at the 1-yard line for Alabama's next possession. Wow. Okay. That's how we're going to play. Commercial break. 10-7 is our score. You're watching Ballard Sports Media's coverage of the Iron Bowl 2023, the 88th edition. Between the two teams, Alabama looking for their 50th overall win in the series. If Auburn can upset, it'll give them the 38th win in the Iron Bowl. 49-37-1, and Alabama leads. LSU won today 42-30. Jimbo Fisher out at Texas A&M. Ross Bjork, I'm sure, still trying to figure out the coaching search. He's the athletic director. Last time I checked, he still is, at least. So 1st and 10 from the 1. They're probably going to push the pile here, the tush push, as everyone else has been doing lately in college football. And it won't go backwards. It'll go forward, but .707 in the half, 2nd and 9 for Alabama. They got a yard on that last play. Melrose in the end zone. Handoff going. Oh, what a dirty hit. Chase McClellan went airborne there. That was on the knees. He's fine, though. Boom. Just lifted him. Landed on his head. That's J.D. Rhyme, the cornerback. Sophomore out of Valdosta. I'm sure this crowd's getting loud. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I got the volume down. 6:13 to play, 2nd quarter. Melrose throws. Got it complete. Going. Nyblack. And he's going to be shy of the 1st down. We got a player down for Auburn. I hope he's okay. Got stepped on, I think. It looks like McCloyd, number 35 for Auburn, is down. They're checking on him. We hope he's okay. Jalen McCloyd has him listed as Jack. I'm going to assume that's like a safety position, but he is on defense. No, that's a linebacker position, I believe. Someone correct me on that. Timeout. Under review. They're checking to see if he got the first down. The hell? If you hear some old lady yelling in the background, it's my grandmother. I'm live. So he did get the first down at the 11. Hold on one second. She's not going to keep quiet. I love her. Love you, Nana. Big play by Jalen Milroe. He's like a magician getting out of that. 4:32 to go. Handoff. Going. McClellan. Or was that Roydell? No, that was McClellan. Keep it down, old lady. Milroe throwing. Tell me he got what? That's not incomplete. That threw right to Bond. That didn't hit the. Oh yeah, it hit the ground. Never mind. That hit the ground. I'm sorry. I was about to say. 3rd and 4. This crowd getting loud at Jordan-Hare Stadium. 4 of 6 today on third downs for Milroe in the Tide offense. Milroe throws it, knocked away and incomplete. Nehemiah Pritchett got to it. 3rd and 4. This defense for Auburn heating up. What do you expect now? Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't need that loud. My finger slipped on the volume, so. Here's the punt by Burnett. It's high. A bounce. Keep bouncing, and they pick it up at the 20, but a flag down. Illegal block in the back on number 5 of Auburn. Jay Fair, either him or Donovan Kaufman, the safety. Jay Fair is a wide receiver, and they go to commercial break. I didn't come up with any trivia today for you guys. I think I did that last year for the Iron Bowl. But maybe next year. I don't know. Thanks for all the love and support this past year, too, by the way. Just going to go ahead and get that out the way. I'll probably say a few words and cry my eyes out on December 9th when we celebrate. But we do celebrate 4 years. Has it been 4? 19? 1 year would have been 20. 1, 2, 3. Throw those 4s up. Yeah, we celebrate 4 years on December 9th. So hope you can join us. We're going to go somewhere nice for dinner, I'm sure. We'll come home. We'll do a big stream. It might be late, but we'll get it in. Oh, that's a good. I don't know. The trivia question is, who coined the phrase Iron Bowl? I got to know the answer to this one. I don't know, actually. I don't know how it got its name. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. From the 12-yard line of their own. 3:32 to play in the half. Handoff going left side, bouncing, and going to be shy of the marker, but he's out of bounds up near the 25. That's what Auburn does, is they play so fast that you can't keep up with them. They're going to have to play fast today if they want a chance to win this ball game. 2nd and 2. Man in motion, hand it off again. Going. Oh, huge hole up the middle. There's nobody there for Alabama except Jalen Key, who finally took him out. Could not tell at first who that was for Alabama, but he was the only guy there. And Alston took it pretty far. Had to have taken it like 30-plus yards there. Oh, 56 yards. Okay. So it was even further than I thought. There was a face mask on Jalen Key who got him down. So that adds even extra now. Gosh. Jerry Wells, I'm doing great, bro. How you doing? It's good to see you, man. Happy Thanksgiving. I miss seeing you around here. Here's a handoff going left. He's going to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Johnson got it. Good to see you, Jerry. Javarius Johnson, 12 yards, and that's an Auburn touchdown. Wow. This is okay. I'm nervous. Honestly, today, I just wanted to go into this game. I know Alabama's not winning a championship this year. They're probably going to lose to Georgia next week. But you got to see, how does it end up in this Iron Bowl? Kick is up and good. 14-10 Tigers. You got to see how this ends up. I told you. I said all week, you don't know what happened to Jordan Hare. You don't know what happened to the Iron Bowl. Sit down. Sit back. Auburn can't win. Auburn's terrible. You lose them. Blah, 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 blah. Auburn is playing extra today. They're giving it a little bit extra. I promise you. Telling you. Dang. There's some heated talk on the field after Kendrick Law's return. Who coined the phrase Iron Bowl? Let's see this answer. Ralph Shug Jordan. Okay. We've got our bowl game this year. We have it every year. It's the Iron Bowl in Birmingham. He said that in 1964 on the possibility of missing a bowl game. And he called it the Iron Bowl. I don't know why he called it the Iron Bowl, but he coined the phrase for the Auburn Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Handoff McClellan. Got a little bit of a hole there. And he goes down. 2:07 left in the half. $20 rushing plays, 11 passing for Alabama. Milroe, plenty of time. Throws, got it complete to McClellan, and he picks up a first down on 2nd and 5. Takes it to about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Throwing deep. Got a man wide open. Jermaine Burton all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Alabama responds. Three plays, 81 yards in 51 seconds. Wow. The safety let him get behind, and Burton took it to the house. 3-point game. Will Reichard's PAT is good. "68-yard touchdown," they say. If this is back, okay, this is 2019 vibes right here. And I had said that to somebody this week. Maybe I even said it on here. Like, you have Alabama looking to go to Atlanta. They already are, but they don't need that second loss. And it's turned into a shootout. Remember, it was 48-45 the last time Auburn won the Iron Bowl, and it was a shootout. 1:33 to go in the second. They get back from commercial break. Jermaine Burton for about 60-plus yards. Will Reichard will tee it up and kick it back to the Tigers. Return, going. Got it to the 21-yard line. So, on 1st and 10, sorry, Jarquez Hunter runs for 6 yards. I did miss that play. I was typing something up. 2nd and 4. Peyton Thorne looking. Throws down the middle. Incomplete. Could not get it. That was number 13, Rivaldo Fairweather, trying to find him, the junior from Lauderhill, Florida. Third and 4. They're 2 of 5 on third downs, Auburn is today. Peyton Thorne going to keep it, and he's going to be tripped up there. Kind of slid on his knee. Deontay Lawson tripped him up in the backfield. Yeah, I talked to Chess. We're talking about doing something for the Unprofessional Sports Show next week for the SEC title. I know it's been a minute since we've done that show. Kind of nervous, but we get it done, man. We're still good friends. Glad you think about him, Jerry. He's he's a really good friend of ours, and here's the punt or the kickoff. No, the punt. I'm sorry. And Caleb Downs is tripped up. Number 29 for Auburn. And Damari also. No. I'm sorry. Champ Anthony. Good first name. I like that. Champ. Cornerback. He looks like he's pretty good. He might be a champ someday. Who knows? Come to Alabama, it's a definite. How's the feed? Let me know if we're having any issues. As long as y'all can hear the audio, I noticed the video's acting up on my end. But if the audio is good, just let me know that and we'll be okay. Here's Milroe on 1st and 10. Got to elude pressure. He tries to run into Auburn. He runs away now and he throws out of bounds. One timeout for Alabama, 2 for Auburn. It's 41 seconds. You got to think Alabama's got to play it safe here before Auburn can get a chance to tie it up or take the lead. Here we go. Alabama hands it off up to the 29-yard line. Roydell Williams. Timeout Alabama. They take their last. They go to commercial break for 30 seconds. Man, this is turning into probably what a lot of people didn't expect. I told you guys, though. I told you. And I know what I predicted. I thought maybe you guys would be right for a change. But this is turning into one of those Iron Bowls like we normally see where anything can happen. That's just what happened. That's rivalry games. Yeah, you're going to have blowouts every once in a while, but there's something, I'm telling you, Jordan Hare is a cursed field, and teams that make it out alive are lucky and blessed. They need to be grateful. That's what, I mean, if Alabama wins today, that's what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving. 33 seconds to go in the half. 3rd and 5. Alabama needs to hit the 35-yard line for a first down. They got 5 yards to do it from the 30. Their own 30, by the way. Milroe claps his hands. He's going to pass. Pressure in his face. He's got to get rid of it. Got to run. He can't do anything. He keeps it. And did he get the first down? He stayed in bounds for a few yards. We'll see where they spot it. They'll say 4th down. Burnip's going to punt. He's got 2 punts today. 47 is his longest punt. 32 and a half is his average. 4th and 2. Burnip. And they blow a whistle here. Might have been an offsides or a false start. False start. No, delay a game, I'm sorry, for Alabama. Got to watch that clock, even as a punter. 4th and 7 now. They back him up a little bit. Here's the punt from Burnett. Back deep to receive. Fair caught at about the 30. 17 seconds. That was Scott for Auburn. Keontae Scott, number 0, the corner. Looks like a really packed house at Jordan Hare. Some of them are Alabama fans, but 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 17 seconds to go. Gonna keep it. Quarterback draw. Peyton Thorne gets taken down. Probably the 49. 11 seconds. They got to hurry and spike the ball. It will be a first down play. Unless they want to and they will call a timeout. Boom. What a hit. He went flying by Caleb Downs. Peyton Thorne, hopefully he's okay. And it looks like he's going to shake it off. It looked like he fell weird. So I don't know for sure. But I hope he's doing okay. Got to get about 10 yards to get to the field goal target range for McPherson. They got to get to the Alabama 43, and they're at the Auburn 49. Don't take a sack if you're Peyton Thorne. He does throw it away. 6 seconds now. Six seconds in the half. They want to try to tie it up before halftime. Thorne can't take a sack. He throws. Incomplete. There might be a second back on the clock. There might be a second. They're saying it's halftime, but I don't know. When it hit the ground, it looked like there could have been a second left. It's been 10 years since that play, by the way. No, there is a second. Maybe? I don't know. Let's see when it hits the ground. Now, there should be 2 seconds, actually, for Auburn. But Peyton Thorne's going to stay out there. It's too far for a field goal try. Where is Alabama's? There they are. I was going to say, where's the backfield for Alabama? Can't take a sack. He throws up a prayer. Intercepted. Terry and Arnold at the goal line. It's halftime. Peyton Thorne throws up a long ball, and Alabama shows their poise, as they say. It's 17-14 at the half. What an Iron Bowl this is so far. So it is halftime of the 88th Iron Bowl. Talking to Hugh Freeze on the field right now, the sideline reporter. 17-14. So, and based on the game so far, what we've had, Alabama will receive the second half kick, which is not what you need if you're Auburn being down. We're going to go ahead. We will take a break, but I do want to go ahead and talk about this first half. So, Alabama has had 16 minutes and 56 seconds of time of possession, 272 total yards, 201 for Auburn, 1 turnover for Auburn, 10 first downs for the Tigers. Alabama has yet to turn the ball over, 13 first downs for the Tide. You look at the quarterback comparison, Jalen Milroe, he's 10 of 14, 176 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Thorne, 2 of 10 for 20 yards and an interception. Jarquez Hunter, the lead rusher of the game, 10 carries for 80 yards. Jace McClellan for Alabama, he's 10 carries for 50 yards. Jermaine Burton, 4 receptions for the Tide, 107 yards and a touchdown. And then this is Caleb Burton. I'm assuming no relation. Caleb Burton III is a wide receiver for the Tigers. He's got 1 reception for 15 yards. Alabama currently has a 78.7% chance to win this game. That's at least for right now. Now, I'm going to play, I hope I don't get copyrighted. I don't think I will. I'm going to play some background music. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll come right back. But that is the recap real quick of this halftime report for the 88th Iron Bowl. Hope you stick around. We'll be right back. I see we got 10 people watching. I'm still here. Sorry to leave y'all hanging right there. Let me check some. Was this not playing? Let me see something. Let me know if you guys can hear me, because we must be having audio issues on the. I need to get my phone charger real quick. So just bear with me. But this is a great Iron Bowl so far. Great Iron Bowl. You know, Peyton Thorne is 2 of 10 for 20 yards. He's having some trouble. Jarquez Hunter is really the highlight of the Auburn offense so far. Jalen Milroe is the highlight of Alabama. 17. What is it? Oh, I'm sorry. 10 of 14, 176 yards and a touchdown. Take one other break and I'll be right. Okay. I'm back again. Apologies. It is almost the start of the third quarter here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. I saw it on the TV out there. They were kind of talking about what happened 10 years ago. And that's all anyone's been talking about all day with this game is instead of what's going to happen today, it's all about Chris Davis and the kick six, and rightfully so. I mean, you celebrate a decade since something incredible happened on the plains, and they're going to talk about it. I don't blame them too much. I don't know what that sound was. Do we still have sound? Let me know. I feel like my computer's messing up a little bit. Let me check something. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. Jerry says we're good. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate my grandmother for refreshments. So again, to recap the first half, Jarquez Hunter leads Auburn with 80 yards rushing, 10 carries. They've run the ball more than they've thrown. Peyton Thorne's doing okay. I mean, he's 2 for 10 for 20 yards and a pick. I think that you can tell he's making an effort, but obviously the pass rush is too much for Alabama right now, or for Auburn. A little bit of pressure on the defense of Auburn on Jalen Milroe, but he's handled it well. 176 yards, 10 of 14, and a touchdown. No picks for him yet. Sound is good, says Steve Pearson. I appreciate that, bud. Start of the third quarter. Let me fix this here. Again, if Alabama wins, it'll be their 50th win in the series, which I think is very impressive. Here comes the kick. Kendrick Law will let it bounce for a touchback. So a touchback, and now it's time for Jalen Milroe to take over from the 25-yard line. Getting dark at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Milroe launching downfield, and it's caught. Was he in bounds? Amari Nyblack. Give it to McClellan. McClellan going, and he's going to be spun down. He does move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 at the Auburn 47 now. He runs for 10 yards. 14:07 to go. 1st and 10. Alabama. Jalen Milroe has not experienced too much of a road environment like this. He's been on the road a little bit in the SEC. Here's the end around going. Got some good blocking room there, and that was Kendrick Law, number 19, for 6 yards up to the 41 of Auburn. Earlier in the week, I got to hear Jalen Milroe talk about this rivalry. He said, I'm excited. I'm just excited for this opportunity to play. And he was talking about, as we have an Auburn player down, we hope this is okay. Keldrick Falk is a freshman from Highland Home, Alabama. We hope he's okay. But get back to Jalen Milroe for a second. He was kind of talking, and he's just excited to go to Jordan Hare. He's excited for the rivalry. He said that he kind of took a few things from Bryce, and he's records out the window. Focus on today's game, kind of thing is what he's had to say. So he just wants to win this game for the team this year and today, and he's doing a good job of that so far, I think. I'll be 22 in 2 weeks, by the way, and we celebrate 4 years on Ballard Sports Media. Thanks so much for all the love and support these past few years. Not going anywhere, not planning on it at least. I hope to stick around a lot longer. Washington only up 1 score right now over Wazoo. 14-7. $13:43 to go and counting. 2nd and 4. 3rd quarter for the Tide. From the 41 of their own. I'm sorry, from Auburn. Going right, Jace McClellan, and he's probably only going to get a yard. That was Scott in on the tackle. Keontae Scott, the cornerback, number 0 for Auburn. Third and 3. Milroe has to get away from pressure, does pretty good there, gets the first down and then some, and he's up out of bounds around the 26, maybe to the 25-yard line. What's up, Vic Tube? How you doing? Washington's struggling with Washington State. Yeah, I think I saw that. That's interesting. Milroe throws, got it, complete. Get it to the 16-yard line is Isaiah Bond. 2nd and 1. Milroe hands it off, and he's going to run into some Auburn defenders there. He's taken down. Roydell Williams. He gets up. He's okay. 11:42 and counting. Third quarter of the 88th Iron Bowl at Jordan-Hare Stadium. This is huge. This is critical if you're Alabama. Do not turn it over here. They got to pick this up. They're 5 of 9 on third down. Auburn's 2 of 7. They pitch it. Can he get there? He got it, and then some. Still going. And they finally take him down. Roydell Williams took it to the Auburn 5. I'm sorry, he took it to the Auburn 8. Misread that. $10:14 to go, third quarter, 2nd and goal for the Tide. They score here. They make it a 10-point game pending they go for the PAT. Man in motion is Burton, and Jalen Merrill going to keep it. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. $9:25. 3rd and goal. Milroe, plenty of time, throws to the end zone, incomplete, trying to find Isaiah Bond. DJ James was in on the coverage, number 4 for Auburn. It's 4th and goal. Kicking has not been the strong suit at Auburn for Alabama, but Will Reichard going to attempt it. It should be from about 23, maybe 22 yards. Snap, spot, the kick is up and right down the middle for Will Reichard. It's good for Alabama. They lead by 6, 20-14. Auburn needs to score here. If they go up and get a touchdown, they get the PAT, they lead by a point. So this is a really good game so far. I like it. You know, I'm not one that expects Alabama to shut out every single team or dominate every single team. Sometimes you need a challenge, and it has been a challenge for them just a little bit. They lead by 6. It's third quarter. You're halfway through it. They got 343 yards so far. They've given up 201 total to Auburn. Auburn does have a turnover. 17 first downs for Alabama, 10 for Auburn so far. Alabama's control time of possession. The spread, they're only up by 6. The spread is 14.5. Question is, do they put it away here? Beautiful sunset happening on the plains right now in Auburn, Alabama. It's becoming a night game at Jordan Hare. Last year, at least we know of, for now, of SEC on CBS for the Iron Bowl. And I want to give a shout out to Brad Nessler and even Gary Danielson for, just what they've done these past few years. Vern Lundquist. I do like the CBS SEC. I like it. It's going to be Big Ten soon. It's going to be ESPN or ABC for SEC. And, we'll probably get used to it quick, but I don't know. There's something special about like that theme song and everything. And there's something special about the SEC on CBS, I think. Sorry, I'm having tech issues here with Hulu. Let's see if we get this back. And it's buffering. Can I get it on the computer? No, I don't want to try that. $8:21 to go, third quarter, 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. Third and 3, Peyton Thorne in shotgun, gonna step back to pass. Pumps once, throws, stop buffering, got it complete, and he's got an open field. He's still running. Robbie Ashford on this last play. I'm not sure what happened on that pass play, but Hulu's acting weird on me. So I apologize. I'm going to try to go to the CBS Sports app and watch this. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it's Hulu acting up. Auburn takes a timeout. Give me 1 second. If I could get it on the computer, I'll watch it on the computer, but we're having some technical difficulties here trying to get the stream. So that's not good. Sorry about this, folks. We're trying to get this stream back up. I hope I'm still live, but we'll try to. I tried closing some tabs on my computer. Maybe it'll help. There we go. SEC Championship, number 1 versus number 8. That could change on Monday or Tuesday. That'll be next Saturday at 4 Eastern. For his first Iron Bowl, and he's coaching them pretty good. Touchdown Auburn, it looks like. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Peyton Thorne, here's the notification I got. Peyton Thorne pass completed to Bama 27. Catch made by Johnson at Bama 27. Gain of 27 yards. McPherson's PAT is good. Auburn takes a 1-point lead. He dropped it right on the money, too. Oh, hold on. Wrong score. I hope it's not that. So, again, we say touchdown Auburn. PAT's up and good. They lead by 1. So let's review real quick what this play was. So he got it complete. Peyton Thorne did to Javarius Johnson for 27 yards, and McPherson got the PAT. So Johnson had a 12-yard run back in the second quarter, if you guys remember, that gave them a 14-10 lead. Of course, Alabama came right back and scored with Jermaine Burton for 68 yards, but all Alabama has to do is answer here. And what you do is you either kick a field goal, or if you're lucky enough, if you're Alabama, which I don't want to say like lucky, but if you get a chance, you go down and you get a touchdown, lob it to Bond or Burton, or even if you get Roydell or whoever to run it in, like you take that chance. Do you go for 2 to make it a 7-point game just in case? I think you'd have to go for 2. And they've done that a couple times this year in some close games. Don't forget tonight on the SEC Network, Clemson at South Carolina. Kind of did a small preview this week. South Carolina wins, they go bowling. Clemson wins, they hit 8 wins. No New Year's 6 for the Tigers, but a bowl game is it good enough? I don't know. They have been struggling. Here's the kick, end over end, and it will bounce for a touchback in the Alabama end zone. .6:36 to go. 1st and 10, Alabama for Jalen Milroe and company. McClellan in the backfield with him. 2 wideouts to his right. Has to get away from the heat. Down 1 point, just get him in field goal range. He takes off running down the sideline. He's tight roping in, and he finally slides down at the 36 of Auburn. Not sure if he stayed in bounds all the way, though. Maybe he did. Are they going to review that just to see? Maybe they could get this playoff before they check it. 6 minutes to go and counting. 1st and 10, Alabama. From the 42. Or 38, I'm sorry. Throws it. Bond. Got it. Tight ropes and gets out of bounds maybe at the 22-yard line of Auburn. And remember, if they score on this drive, do you play it risky and go for 2 if you're Alabama to make it a 7-point game? Because if Auburn scores a touchdown and you don't have 28 points if you're Alabama and they kick a PAT, they will take a lead here, another lead. 5.5 to play, third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Tide. Handoff, no, keeper by Milroe, escapes a couple, and he finally gets tracked down at about the 17. James Brockemeyer, the offensive lineman for Alabama, scholar athlete, and tight end Tyler Fromm for Auburn. I'm assuming he's Jake Fromm's brother. I think I've heard that. I know I've heard the name. I just trying to put 2 and 2 together. Former Georgia quarterback in the NFL. Here's a handoff. Running Roydell, and he's up to about the 15. That was McClellan, I apologize, not Roydell Williams. 4:27 to go, third quarter. 3rd and 3. Auburn already at a bowl game situation, but they're looking for an upset here against their arch rival from Tuscaloosa on the Plains tonight. And they're looking to keep them out of the playoffs unless Alabama can say something to the committee next Saturday against Georgia. Got the snap off in time. Milroe thinks about it. He's going to keep it on the run. He picks up the first down, takes a hard hit. Flag comes in. He's up near the 10. Illegal blindside block. 3rd down now for the Tide. It's a personal foul. And yeah, that was number 19 for Alabama there with a hit. That's not a legal hit in football. Here we go. Milroe throws incomplete. Gosh. What a stop for Auburn. What a stop there. That was incomplete on 3rd and 12. It's 4th down and 12. Will Reichard's got to try from 42. Got to try from 42 yards. Will Reichard, can he keep perfect? Well, he's not perfect, but he's going to try. He hooked it to the right. It's no good. That's all right. 3:33 to go in the third. 10 years since the kick six. At least that one wasn't returned, but it was missed. And he just barely got it next to the crossbar. Nick Saban not too happy about that. Hugh Freeze says it's no good. I just want to know what's happened with Will Reichard this year because he was perfect in 2020. He was nearly perfect last year, but he's missed a few this year. First and 10 for the Tigers. Peyton Thorne takes it in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Hunter, who goes right. And think about this for a second, guys. Terry and Arnold, they're talking about a little bit too for Alabama's defense. Think about this. Alabama is still going to Atlanta, win or lose this ball game. But it's huge to win this game because of the rivalry, because of the pageantry, the everything about this rivalry. And because two lost teams just don't get in the playoffs, right? So you want to keep your season alive with that. As Peyton Thorne's going to keep it going. And he picks it up to about the 40-yard line. He had an open field that he was able to just run through until Malachi Moore finally tracked him down. After the loss, I mean, they're going to Atlanta, but, I mean, come on. Don't lose before you beat Georgia. Got it off in time. Peyton Thorne has to get rid of it. He throws it. Is it caught? For almost a first down. First and 10 Auburn. After Damari Alston ran, I want to try to keep it close. Try to keep it on the live feed. I don't want to get behind. Oh, first and 10. Gosh, I am nervous about this game as a fan. But I mean, even if Auburn wins, I mean, it is what it is. We probably would have lost to Georgia next week. Peyton Thorne keeps it. Going to be a gain of maybe 3 yards. Tim Smith in on the stop, number 50. Under a minute now, 57 seconds to go in the third. It's a 1-point game. Auburn up, having the football in hand. 2nd and 8 now. Keeper for Thorne, and he's got it down just near the marker. .24 seconds to go, 3rd and 1. Handoff to Hunter. And he's going to move the sticks. That will pretty much, I guess, throw the 4s up. If you're Auburn, you got a 1-point lead over the number 8 team in the nation and your arch rival from Tuscaloosa. 1 second, and that's the end of the 3rd. Throw the 4s up. The lights are going off in Jordan-Hare Stadium, but it's still anyone's game. Auburn with the football after the commercial break. Y'all see the news? Jonathan Smith getting hired by Michigan State earlier. I did make a small video on that. I think he's done good there, but it's also one of those things like, why would he leave? And I'm sure Oregon State fans don't want him to go. I don't know what the deal is, but I guess Michigan State is still that program that, like, if they have the right coach, which I thought they were having that with Mel Tucker for a while until this year, and then the allegations, of course. But you kind of have, like, where it's recruiting. You got to win in the in-state battle. Michigan, you're probably not going to do that. But you could win some battles. They do get some out-of-state guys. They get some transfers, work on the portal. I think it's a good hire. And I think Jonathan Smith knows what he's doing. He's going to bring a good defensive type of scheme to East Lansing. He'll bring some offense too. Just got to work on it just a little bit. I told y'all. Well, I didn't tell you. So my score prediction, what I predicted was going to happen. I said 37-17. Auburn is over the 17 mark. They got 21. Alabama can still hit 37, though, if they score 17 points and don't give anything else up. We'll see. But Auburn has a 55% chance to win this game right now, according to ESPN. That's just over half. It's almost a 50-50 game. But so far, they're not liking the Tide's chances. And I predicted, I did not predict the Texas loss, but I said 11-1 at most for Alabama, and I said Auburn was going to get them. Or did I say that in 21? I don't know. Maybe I said, maybe it was this offseason. I know at some point I picked Auburn to win at Jordan-Hare, and it might have been this offseason. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, 15 minutes on the clock. Let's do this. 4th and final quarter of the 88th Iron Bowl. Could have more quarters. We'll see. Handoff, no, keeper for Thorne. And he finally gets tracked down at about the 32. Knocking on the door again. I have not heard anything on BBD, Jerry. I hope he's doing well. I hope he had a safe Thanksgiving and everything. I just, I love BBD to death. I miss seeing him on here. I know he's basically been through hell the last year or so, and I just hope he's doing okay. But I have not heard anything. Third and 4 for the Tigers. Is that Ashford out there? Robbie Ashford. He gave Alabama some trouble last year. Going to keep it, but be taken down just shy of the marker. $13.5 to play. 4th and 2 for the Tigers. Alabama has to stop, but Auburn wants to take a risky move here. Why would you not just kick a field goal? 4th and 2, they got to get this. Oh, please. Free play? I don't know. He threw it. There was some jumping before the snap, though. That was Thorne at quarterback that time. Peyton Thorne. They're going to talk about this. It's either offsides or encroachment or false start. I'm not sure exactly which way this is going. One guy moved in motion on the offensive line from a tight end standpoint, but then Alabama jumped. So this might be on Alabama. Offsides on defense. Nick Saban not too happy about that. Come on, guys. First and 10, Auburn. 13-14 still on the clock. I wish these walls were soundproof. Give it to Ashford. Keeping it. Going back. Oh! What a play by the freshman. Caleb Downs to track him in the backfield. Robbie Ashford going backwards on that play. Second and 17. Now they bring Thorne back out. They're kind of playing some switch up here at quarterback a little bit. Kind of a mix and match. Here's Thorne. Going to keep it. Second and 17. He's going. He's running. Can he go all the way? He will not. But he's down deep in Tide territory at about the 7-yard line. Gosh, come on. 12 minutes to go. First and goal. Two trips to the red zone, 2 touchdowns for Auburn today. Here's a handoff going. He's pushing the pile. He's carrying himself, and he's up to about the 5-yard line. 11.5 to play. That clock's still rolling. If you're Alabama, keep your timeouts. They got all 3. Auburn has 2. 11-16. Looking at the clock here on the game. They got 17 on the play clock. I know we don't mention that too much. 2nd and goal for the Tigers. Here's Thorne. Looking. Throws to the end zone. Incomplete. Caleb Downs, the freshman, was back there. $11 exactly on the clock here. 3rd and goal. Under center, Peyton Thorne going to hand it off. Going up the middle, there's a lot of bodies there for Alabama to stop them. Tim Smith especially in there. And Tim Keenan. So McPherson will try a field goal to make it a 4-point game. Still plenty of time for Alabama, though. 4th and goal from 21 yards. The snap, the spot, the kick is up and good for the Tigers. Oscar Chapman held it. McPherson got it. 10:15 to go. 24-20. Auburn leads. Again, we got these two, and I don't know if I've done it every single touchdown, but we got this one for Alabama if they score. That one for Auburn if they score. We are 3 hours into our stream. 24-20 in the 4th quarter of the 88th Iron Bowl. This field is cursed. You're lucky if you make it out of Jordan-Hare Stadium alive. Can Alabama do it? Oh, man. It's all about who wants it more. There's been some defense for Auburn. There's also been a little bit of defense for Alabama, but this second half has really picked up for offenses, especially Auburn. 24-20. Milroe with 225 passing yards, 85 rushing yards. Javarius Johnson has been the go-to guy for Auburn with a rushing and a receiving touchdown. Gosh. Oh, what a win would do for the Tigers tonight. For Hugh Freeze to get a win in his first season at Auburn over Alabama and Nick Saban, that'd be huge, I think. Of course, Gus Malzahn did that. He beat Saban 3 times. He got fired. McPherson set to tee it up and kick it back deep for Kendrick Law of Alabama. $10:15 to go. You're Alabama. You play safe, but you take chances. Got to score on this drive here. Tied at 14 with Washington State, by the way, on Fox. Okay. Milroe and shotgun. Man in motion. Gonna hand it off. Nope, they keep it. Miro pumps. And he's taken down. They took him down, but I think right at the line of scrimmage. So I don't think he's going to lose anything on this one. 10:02 to play and counting. They just corralled Milrow there. That's number 9 for Auburn. Milrow throwing deep. Can he get there? Overthrown and incomplete. No flags. Attended for Amari Nyblack. I wish these walls were soundproof. I know they're ahead of me. Who is Miguel Camboya? He's a freshman from Mobile. He's on our roster. No way they've already signed some guys. 3rd and 10 for Milrow. Throws deep. Got it. Jermaine Burton out of bounds. They got to go for it here. Do not give this punt up. Please do not give this punt up. Go for this. If you're Alabama, I'm telling you, it's a risk, but you got to take it. Oh, wait. Did he get a foot in? It's pretty close. Yes, he got that. He got his left foot just barely on that dashed line in bounds. Control of the ball and in bounds. Are the two questions. He was in bounds. Now they're looking to see if he had control. I remind people, as much as I'm trying to be a sports journalist and I'm trying to be fair and unbiased, like I still got some Bama in me. I'm still an Alabama fan, so like you know who I want to win, but I'm gonna give it to Auburn. Like they're playing a heck of a game. That toe comes down in bounds, right there. He's got to be in. Come on now. I want Alabama to win, but like it goes either way. And I think if Auburn wins, it shows you another part of what makes this rivalry great. Like it's not like there's long win streaks, other than Alabama had a 9-game win streak at one point in like the 50s, I think. It's a historic game so far, though. Historic. Okay, I got to hear this. Oh, they don't give it to him. Wow. Wow. I don't believe that. I thought maybe his left foot came down on the turf. Burnup's into punt. There he goes. He's running. Can they take him down? They finally. Oh, wow. That's going to be a wrestle to the ground. Here come the flags, I guess. Unnecessary roughness and some arguing on the field. I'm telling you, this is a heated rivalry, folks. Don't mess with Auburn. Don't mess with Alabama. They will fight you back. 9:06 after the punt, but here are some flags. There's no foul. No foul on the play. I'm surprised. There was hit on Burnup, and then the guy just crawled on top of him. I'm not even sure what Auburn Tiger that was. Not even sure who that was. Damn, this is a good game. Huh? You okay?
That's not a good place for shoes.
Okay. Let's move this. Let's put this here. I need like an actual phone stand. It's nighttime at Jordan Hare. I'll be honest, it looks nice. But can Alabama get out of here with a victory? They need, listen, it's Auburn's ball right now, right? So they got to get out of here, man. This is a heated rivalry. Man, he flipped the dude. They're showing that replay from before the break with unnecessary roughness and everything. He flipped the punter, and then he pushed him and got on top of him. .906, Peyton Thorne with the ball. 1st and 10, Auburn. Here's the handoff. Going to keep it going and carries himself not quite near the first down marker, but he got a gain of a couple there. This is Jarquez Hunter. Looks like Terrion Arnold's grabbing his knee. I hope that's okay. Hope he's doing well. 254 rushing yards, 93 passing for Auburn. They've able to run the ball very effectively, and that's one of the reasons they have a lead here. Peyton Thorne's a reason too, and he's got this one, and he's got a first down, but a hard hit there from Jalen Key of Alabama. .803 to go, 1st and 10. Peyton Thorne going to keep it, and he's going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. They'll blow the whistle. They throw him down. Alabama still has all 3 timeouts. 7:44 to go. Auburn with 2. Auburn is leading 24-20 here in the 88th Iron Bowl. 10 years after the kick 6. Does Auburn need another miracle? Second and 9. Thorne, plenty of protection, plenty of time. Throws. It is incomplete. 7:06 to go in the third. In the fourth, I'm sorry. Third and 9. Got to get a stop here if you're Alabama. Can they get to him? Get the pressure. They take him down. That's a big sack. Dallas Turner and Chris Braswell tag team. But I think they're probably going to give more credit to Dallas Turner. 4th down, 6:47 and counting. Man, Peyton Thorne, even though this offense is answered, they've got him rocked tonight. Chapman a punt. It'd be not fair caught. He slips a little, catches his feet, but he's down at about the 17, maybe the 18-yard line. That's Caleb Downs on the return. 6:19 to go. Iron Bowl 88. 24-20 is the score. Who do you got? It doesn't even – listen, Auburn's had a rough year. It does not matter what they've done before. It does not matter that they lost to New Mexico State. It doesn't matter that they lost 4 straight games within September and October. Let me tell you what's going to matter is if he upsets Nick Saban tonight. Hugh Freeze does that. Auburn Tiger fans will say, sign him for life. They did it with Gus Malzahn, and guess what happened? Just saying. It's moments like this where you need a guy like this.
Roll Tide!
We miss you, Bryce. We miss you, Will. But you give credit to Dallas Turner on defense this year. You give credit to Jalen Milroe. I mean, Jalen Milroe was doubted in the offseason by many. Even Alabama fans. I don't know. He got the job back after that USF game, and he hasn't looked back. I don't know if he's going to win the Heisman or be a finalist. Probably none of that. But you give him so much credit for what he's been able to do this year for the Tide. I mean, he's carried this offense on his back. Malzahn and Les Miles have 3 wins against Nick Saban. Hugh Freeze can tie him with a win tonight. He's got the back-to-back Ole Miss wins in 14 and 15. Of course, one of those years they won the national title. Milroe takes a snap, throws it out, and it is complete to Isaiah Bond, but he's trying to fight defenders. He finally dives to about the 21. $18 fourth-quarter comeback wins under Nick Saban, 3 against Auburn. One of those was 2 years ago. One of those was 2009. Can you name the other? I'm trying to think. I didn't realize there were like 3 or 4 of those. I knew there were 1 or 2. As McClellan gets the carry. Who we got here? I'm nervous, Mayhem. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I hope you're doing good, man. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Let's do the show next week if we can, if I'm not working. 3rd and 4, 5:11 to go, fourth quarter. Alabama needs to convert this 3rd down to keep their season alive, basically. Milroe looking, got to run. Don't take a sack. He throws it up. It's incomplete. 4:58 to go, 4th down. This could decide the game. Burnip is going to punt. If I'm Nick Saban, I think I take a risk on 4th down, don't you? I mean, under 5 to play. And they fall on it. Lost it. Picked it up. Going the other way. Touchdown. Unless they blew it dead, that's Jahad Campbell. They might have to review this. He fair caught it. It hit his hands. He hit the turf, and it fell out. That was Coy Moore on the return, by the way, for Auburn. I don't think this is a score for Alabama, though. Remember in 2019, Auburn had the ball, and Alabama almost had it. Had got it back, but they had 12 men out there on the field. It is Alabama ball. Okay. I missed that. Like I said, I don't really have the volume up. Milroe going to run to his right, going to keep it running, and gets out of bounds up near the 20. Deep in Tiger territory here. This is critical. This is make or break. .427. Milroe. Oh, drop McClellan. Or was that Roydell? It was either McClellan or Roydell. It was McClellan. It was number 35 for Auburn. Jalen McCloyd. 2nd and 11. Loss of a yard. 3:46 to go in regulation. You got this, Milroe. Takes the snap. It is low. They're going to have to get him, and he's sacked. He's not going anywhere. He's back to the 32. Third down. Season hanging in the balance here at Jordan-Hare Stadium for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Okay. Bama fans nervous, shaking in the stands of Jordan-Hare Stadium. 3rd and 20. Got it off in time. Milroe looking, has to run, got to do it on his own. He avoids tacklers. He's at the 15, at the 10. He's knocked down, hit kind of hard there. He's going to be shy. And sadly, we have an Auburn defender down. Hope he's okay. He took a hard hit there. That was on defense. Nehemiah Pritchett, I want to say, number 1. Unless I misread his jersey. It is Nehemiah Pritchett. That's a senior. He's 6'1", 184 from Jackson, Alabama. Milroe's not going to get that. That was helmet to helmet too, wasn't it? It seemed like it. 4th and inches. They do take a commercial break. I hope Pritchett's okay. How y'all doing in the comments? Alabama fans, we doing okay? Auburn fans are probably celebrating, opening up beer and everything right now. I'm not saying that to be mean. Like, seriously, like, what else do you do when you celebrate a victory like this? It ain't over yet, though. Slow your roll. Gosh. Okay. They are back. I don't know if they're still trying to review this play or what. I guess they're not going to review it for targeting or anything. It's 4th and inches. Alabama's got to go for it here. 1 of 2 on 4th downs this year. They got to push. They're going to do the tush push, which has worked for other teams. No, they're going to toss it. They got a block. They got the first down. First down, Roy Dell Williams. Let's go. 2:05 and counting. They kind of faked it. It looked like it was going to be a quarterback sneak. And they probably do that Philadelphia Eagles type deal that they did in the playoffs and Super Bowl and had a few of those plays with Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. I think they kind of push from behind. It's 1st and goal, though. Man, they take a timeout. I think they had another player down. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell what team, but they looked like they had somebody down, probably. Hoping if Bama scores, Auburn can do down and score. Oh, go down and score. Gosh. Mayhem, I don't even think he necessarily wants Alabama to lose. He might. I think he just loves close games like this. I do too, man. 1st and goal for the Tide. We're back. 1:58 to go in regulation. There's 2 wideouts, one to each side of Milrow. One running back in the backfield. Cannot tell who it is exactly. Man in motion. They hand it off, and it's going to be dropped in the backfield. Looks like it's Roydell. I think he let Milrow use his legs here on 2nd and goal. Bama loses, I don't have to worry about missing the playoffs if Bama beats us. Not true. Second and goal for the Tide. .143 left in regulation. All 3 timeouts for Alabama, 1 for Auburn. 2 wideouts to each side of Milrow. They're going to rush 4 on Auburn. Can they block him? Oh, lost the snap. Picks it up. He falls on it. That was costly. Oh. Third and goal from long distance. This is all the way back at the 26-yard line. Third and goal. Milrow stands. Got a stutter step. Points. Has to get away. He's going to keep it. He can't go back and throw it. He does throw it anyway. That's probably going to be a penalty flag. It's incomplete. And there is a flag. Whew. Ah. Legal forward pass on Milrow. Now it's the game. Now it's do or die. We need a prayer. .43 seconds, 4th and goal. Here's your ball game. They're huddled up. The lights are flickering and going off at Jordan-Hare Stadium. A crowd going wild. Hugh Freeze, first year. Can he beat Nick Saban? He's done it before at Ole Miss. This is the game. They got the ball placed. Nyblack's in there. Who else? 4th and goal. All the way from the 31. Timeout Auburn. Oh. I'm not checking the comments. I'm watching this myself. Surely this crowd is wild right now, trying to throw Milrow off guard. 4th and goal is upcoming. 43 seconds in regulation. Auburn fans are going to hold their breath. Bama fans do the same. The sideline's getting so hyped up on Auburn right now. 4th and goal. Here's your ball game. 43 seconds. Milrow, empty backfield. Please have a flag. Stands in. Throws up a prayer. Is he in? Touchdown! Alabama! Isaiah Bond! 32 seconds to go in the game, and Isaiah Bond is there for the Crimson Tide at Jordan-Hare. Wow, what a play. Oh my gosh. They might have to take a look. Was his feet in? Tell me he got a foot. He needs at least 1 foot down. He got his toe, and then he kind of landed on his ankle inbounds. This is probably going to stand. 32 seconds for Auburn to try to respond. 31 yards on the touchdown. Let me check. Hey, let me check that pulse. It's going so fast, bro. It is going so fast. Extra piece of business. This is important. Snap, spot. The kick is up. Right down Broadway. 3-point game. Auburn can kick a field goal, and we could go to overtime again. Remember, it went to 4 overtimes in 2021. Holy cow. He wanted it bad enough, Isaiah Bond did. He got off the defender. He pushed off a little. If you want to tune in on it, I believe ABC or ESPN, the Florida State Seminoles are taking on the Gators, but why would you change the channel now? 32 seconds. Fourth lead change today at Jordan Hare. End over end kick. He's going to take it to the back of the end zone. He'll run it out. Jahad Campbell and company on him. Up past the 10. There's some shoving and fighting going on here on the field. This rivalry is brutal. Are you kidding me? Show some sportsmanship. Number 84 of Auburn looks like he's holding that wrist. Let me change this, by the way. I apologize. I'm so caught up in the game. Let's change the scoreboard. It's 27-24, Alabama. Peyton Thorne, it's on you now. If you're Auburn, 6-5, they're going to a bowl game. Can they get win number 7 here over their rival from Tuscaloosa? 1st and 10. Thorne can't take a sack. Lost the ball. It's out. It's picked up by Auburn. They're going. Was he down? Oh, he lost it again. Was he down at the 1 or was it a safety? 11 seconds. They're still counting the clock. Auburn can't take a timeout. There's no way they're going to get there in time. They got it off. Throws. Intercepted. Picked off going the other way. Tightropes in. That's Terrion Arnold. On 2nd and 24, the game is over. Alabama survives the Iron Bowl. It is a touchdown. 33-24. Wow. What did I just witness, folks? Final score with Terrion Arnold pick 6, 33-24, in a wild Iron Bowl 10 years after Chris Davis took it to the house. What if I told you I once envisioned a pick 6 to win an Iron Bowl for Alabama? Well, they were already going to win, but they definitely sealed it right there. Milroe and Ashford shaking hands. Alabama keeps their season alive. We got to clip one of those calls later. I'm checking the comments now. It's over. Cody Hankins says we did it. Oh, can I get a roll tide? Ballard says, Cody Hankins, you can get a roll tide, buddy.
Roll Tide!
That was Wow, final score 33-24 in the Iron Bowl. Oh my gosh. Oh, folks, we had a pretty historic battle tonight at Jordan-Hare Stadium. 33-24 the final. Do a game recap. Jalen Milroe, I would say player of the game. I thought he did great. No picks, 2 interceptions for Peyton Thorne on Auburn, 5 of 16, 91 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Milroe with 2 touchdowns, 259 yards, 16 of 24. He also was the lead rusher for Alabama. 18 carries, 107 yards. Jermaine Burton, 107 yards, a touchdown and 4 receptions. Alabama, it was kind of one of those small shootouts. They score first, and Auburn answers with a run from Alston for 4 yards. It looked like it was going to be good from the start, and it was 27-24 as Isaiah Bond with 32 seconds got it from 31 yards. Will Reichert hitting his PATs. Unfortunately, I believe he did miss some field goals, but if you watch this game and you said, that's my first time I've ever seen an Iron Bowl, let me tell you something. You have missed so much. We had the kick 6 10 years ago. We had the comeback for Auburn in 2010. We had 4 overtimes the last time it was played at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Usually at Bryant-Denny, which it will be there next year, I'm assuming. Pending they don't do anything stupid. I know they've been changing up the schedules and conferences and everything. I would say watch it next year. And if you ever get a chance, go to one. I've never been to an Iron Bowl. I have been to Bryant-Denny. I'd love to check out Jordan-Hare sometime. This was a great one. 27-24 is the final. I guess they're not going to count that final. It should be 33-34. I thought maybe at the end he scored. But I guess not. So I apologize. Let me change this. It's 27-24. The Tide over the Tigers tonight. So Alabama, for a 4th year in a row, wins the Iron Bowl. Classic on the Plains. Shootout, a little bit, some good defense. Not too much. Unbelievable. And by the way, I mean, first 2 drives for Auburn were punts. Alabama had a punt, then another after a field goal. Touchdowns in between. Those last 3 drives before the touchdown and then the pick for Auburn, there were 3 straight punts. Just defense playing their guts out at the end of the game. Man, I don't even know what else to say. Peyton Thorne. If I had to pick a player of the game for Auburn, I say Peyton Thorne played his heart out tonight. Honestly, found Johnson for 27 yards. Had some running plays. Johnson, Alston ran for 4 yards in the first quarter. McPherson hit a field goal for Auburn in the 4th. This was everything. Like, I'm telling you, if you've never watched the Iron Bowl, and it's crazy because Auburn's coming off this loss to New Mexico State that just shocked everybody. Auburn's going to go to a bowl. They finished 6-6 on the year, 3-5 in conference play. Alabama 11-1, 8-0 going to the SEC championship, undefeated in SEC play. Georgia is up next week. 27-24 again is your final score from Jordan-Hare Stadium. Alabama miraculously pulls it off against the Tigers. We'll see you soon. I love you guys. God bless. And from an Alabama fan, roll Tide. How about that for the 88th Iron Bowl in 2023? Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, my gosh. Man. I love it. I love it. Not what I was expecting. I thought maybe we had a 2015 scenario. That was something else. Something else. I'll clip that later and we'll get the recap up later on. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Let's double check the comments before we get out of here. Let's go, VicTube. 3rd and 8. Joseph Sandberg. Steve Pearson. Mad Tea Sipper. Flamin' Sports. Joseph, we already called out. Steve. Jerry Wells. VicTube. Mayhem Matthew. Cody Hankins. Thank you so much, everyone. We celebrate, by the way, 4 years on December 9th here on YouTube. We're going to have the stream. I don't know. We're going out to dinner. I don't know what time we'll be back. But as soon as I get home from dinner, I rescheduled to 11:15 p.m. I always do a night stream on my birthday. So, but anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks so much. We'll celebrate soon. And Tidal Wave Talk next week for the SEC Championship and other championship games to preview. We'll look at it all next week. I love y'all. God bless. And roll Tide from an Alabama fan. 27-24 in the 88th Iron Bowl. What a classic at Jordan-Hare tonight. God bless you all. Auburn, we'll see you next year. I love you all.